Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm going to do a reading of a poem that my late father-in-law wrote some years ago, Dudley Foweraker, and I'm going to be reading it from the screen. And I might put it up on the screen so you can read along with me. So let's just have a go at doing that. I'll just see if I can share the screen. Okay, so here we go. Dud Foweraker, he died. He was 94, 92, I'm not sure. About 2010 he died, and he was my father-in-law, and he was a well-known conservationist in the Riverland of South Australia, lived in Renmark, and I'm intending to do, as I alluded to just recently, a number of videos or audios. I used to go in the car with him, and we used to go for drives, and he used to just give me a running commentary on my little tape recorder. And so this was a little poem he wrote. I'm not sure when he wrote it, but he was certainly getting older, and probably not quite 90, but he was getting frailer. And he wrote this thing called Twilight, reflecting on the older years as you get older, which I'm starting to get that way too now. So this will be very relevant to a lot of people. So let's just have a go here. I think I can see how I can change the screen to the next one. Okay. Excuse me. Pardon the coughing. A little bit more lubrication. Are you still with me? I hope you haven't turned off yet. So here we go. Twilight by Dud Foweraker. It's another day, one of many that over the years have seen the deterioration of your now old bones and joints. Pain now racks the body that seemingly not so long ago could accomplish endless feats. Nowadays you think of those jobs you should do and would do if you could do. It's rather frustrating when mentality and muscle are in endless conflict. But then you have experienced the ups and downs that go with life for many years and learn to take the good with the bad. Then there's an opposite for all emotions and conditions: good, bad, happy, sad, contented, discontented, and so on. You have experienced them all, each adding that little bit of wisdom to your individuality. The radio announcer has just finished the news bulletin, most of it gloomy and not designed to lift your spirits. But wait, you listen. Now music hits the airwaves, beautiful music. The arthritic jabs on your body take a holiday as the sound of ABBA's Que Sera, Sera, whatever will be, nourishes your body. Just an aside, I don't think ABBA ever recorded Que Sera, but they might have. But anyway, Dud thought they did, so we'll just go with that. All right. So so the arthritic jabs on your body take a holiday as the sound of ABBA's Que Sera, Sera, whatever will be, nourishes your body. You feed from it, seemingly with greed, for in your opinion, at least, it is the last of good music of your time. Feet are urged to tap with the beat, but soon, oh soon, it's all over. You wonder then when the disc jockey's next record is something without tune and close to noises of a lost tribe that perhaps he has reluctantly played. Just an aside, Dud used to say anything wasn't music unless you could whistle a tune to it. ABBA as a request from some old fogey let's start again. You wonder then why, when the disc jockey's next record is something without tune and close to noises of a lost tribe, that perhaps he has reluctantly played ABBA as a request from some old fogey like yourself. Anyway, you are thankful of the experience. The sun is shining, so now you reach for your rusty old walking frame and make your way to a favourite chair that beckons from the front porch way. Bones are glad to be relieved of the pressure of your body as you sink back into the chair and let the warmth of the sun take over. The lingering sounds of ABBA are gradually displaced by the many of the natural world around you. The songs of birds are many, some soft and pleasant as the wrens, and some more harsh as the crow, but all in their different ways fascinating. Butterflies sipping nectar from the flowers in what appears to be endless numbers. The leaves of the trees are shining in the sunlight. A few fleecy white clouds dot the heavens. And all in all, all's well with the world. at least in this little paradise. I believe Dud was actually recording this from his front porch, so it was quite some years ago on the Renmark Avenue where he used to live, and then they moved out into the Renmark West. So, at least in this little paradise. All around, life forms are either beginning or ending. Who would know what is happening within the density of the grevillea bush not 5 yards in front of you? It's then your thoughts turn to that great power that is in control of the universe and everything within it. The words of Abba then somehow come to mind. The future's not ours to see. What will be, will be. Now, the sun is warm, you close your eyes, think of days gone by and doze off. Cuppa time. The words bring you back to the present. Now your soulmate of so many years stands beside you with coffee and biscuits, sustenance for body and mind for which you are grateful. It is a bit hot to drink, so you rest the cuppa on the small table beside you to cool and drift off again into one of those hypnotic trances. Somehow you regain consciousness before your cuppa goes cold, only to find you have visitors. A pair of top-knot pigeons are standing patiently in front of your chair. Their eyes plead, and you acknowledge that with your coffee biscuit crushed into small pieces. You are sure you see gratitude in their eyes after devouring your offering, and then nestling down in the lawn grass to preen each other, a sure sign that in the near future you may be needing more coffee biscuits. Your coffee consumed, it is now time to lay back and continue the meditation process. How long? Who knows? But something brings you out of it again. The top knots have gone, but prancing daintily along the lawn is a Murray magpie. You watch as it seems to measure each step with such grace, occasionally gliding forward to extract some insect from the grass. Your thoughts go back in time. You remember the smell of sawdust, candle grease, and kerosene, the slippery, shining floor of the ballroom, the debutantes' graceful frocks, their partners like the Murray magpie with their best evening suits of black with white-fronted shirts and bow ties, the orchestra playing that old-time music, and you are there. A voice on the microphone interrupts the melody. Please take your partner for the King's Waltz. There's a mad scramble for partners, and with luck you find yourself on cloud 9 with the one of your choice. The orchestra starts up again. Wonderful music from the violin, accordion, saxophone, piano, and the rhythmic beat of the drum. Within seconds you are gliding in heaven over those polished boards. There's a few encores, but eventually the MC's voice interrupts. Thank you. Reluctantly it's all over and time to await the next dance call. But many follow, and you think back to those such as the Pride of Erin, Military Two-Step, the Maxina, the Barn Dance, the Modern Waltz, and the many others, all of which you negotiate with that tantalising music. A few more arthritic jabs brings you back to that chair on the front porch. You open your eyes and shift those legs and bones, but a few seconds before were treading the dance floor. Memories, what will we do without them? You gaze ahead at creation, a complete web of life in all its forms. There you see time passing by, and you are part of it. You try to work it out, but it is beyond your comprehension. Your attempts at defining time is perhaps a measurement of the beginning of an action at the end of that action, but then that only explains time in past. What happens to time in terms of eternity? You put that in that too hard basket and then try to examine space. No start, no end. That one you decide makes no sense. So before you go mad, you also put that in the same basket. Leave it to that great power of creation and be contented that you have not the intelligence to work it out. That sort of examination of nature takes a big toll on what's left of your brains, so it's better you forget and go into one of those trances again. That unexplained word time moves on, and the next thing you hear is the nibble of children's voices. You look up to see a number of kids going home from school. Happy faces, but somehow you are attracted to the agility they possess, Their legs are moving and you try hard to lift a foot. Something's wrong. Their legs are moving and you try hard to lift a foot. Something's wrong. One kid is well behind the advanced mob. He looks your way, half raises his hand, smiles and says, "Hello." Now that's something you don't expect these days, so you try quickly to acknowledge his good-mannered gesture before he looks the other way. It hurts the shoulder joints, but it feels good to be noticed as a person and not a shaggy dog or a bundle of old clothes occupying the chair. The sun has gone past being warm anymore. It's lowering itself to the horizon in preparation for the darkness to take over. You feel the stiffness coming back, and it's time to reach for that trusty walking frame again. Slowly the paradise of the front porch and the chair is left behind, and you make your way inside. You thank the top-knot pigeons, the trees and the bushes, the Murray magpie and the schoolboy that eased the pains. The haunting melody of ABBA's Que Sera Sera now returns as you ease yourself thankfully down on the kitchen chair. It's been a good day. Que Sera Sera, whatever will be, will be. What do you think of that? What a wonderful poem. And he was a great writer, and he wrote some children's books, which I've alluded to on my blog. I'll probably put a few links underneath to some more about Dud, but you're going to be hearing more from Dud and about Dud in this coming year. So I hope you liked that and enjoyed it, and a lot of food for thought there. Dud and I had lots of discussions about things, including that great creator and time and all sorts of stuff. There may be some of that on one of my tapes that you might hear later on, some of our discussions. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like if you like, subscribe if you wish.